Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now I want to start the video with a quote from Lord Buddha. This is how it goes. From contact comes sensation. From sensation comes thirst. From thirst comes clinging. And by ceasing from all this, the soul is delivered from all sinful existence. It's such an amazing quote. So if you understood what it means, then awesome. And if you didn't, you'll know by the end of the video. Now let's define what it means to feel empty inside. Basically what it means is that there's something you feel is missing in you and you're searching for that externally and you're not finding it. You're not able to fill that void in you, and that's why you feel empty inside. To be more clear, you're searching for happiness, you're searching for love, you're searching for a sense of fulfillment, and you feel empty because no one is giving that to you. But the truth is, you need to stop looking everywhere else and you need to look within you, because true happiness, true fulfillment, and true love all exist inside you. And you can find this true happiness only when you learn to be happy with yourself. Only when you learn that no one else can make you truly happy other than you. And it's sad what the world is becoming, with everyone seeking to social media to gain validation. Just think of it. Every time you post something on social media, what's the sole purpose of it? The sole purpose is to just feel good about yourself. Every time someone likes or comments on your post, you feel good about yourself. But isn't that a weak mentality? That you need someone else to tell you how good you are? That you have to depend on everyone else for your happiness other than you? Just because everyone else does it doesn't mean you need to do it too. Don't be afraid to be different. And most importantly, don't pretend to be someone else. Don't pretend to be someone else to seek validation. Because when you pretend for a long enough time, then you reach a point where you forget who you really are. You become an image of yourself that you've created to seek acceptance from everyone. You've been changing yourself to please everyone else around you except you. And that's why you feel empty inside, because you haven't been living as your authentic self. You haven't been doing the things that you really want to do. You've just been following the people around you. You've just been trying to blend in. And this is what more people need to talk about, especially in the youngsters. They all want to blend in. But if you're always trying to blend in, how will you know who you truly are? How will you develop your true personality? Now, if you want to break out from all of this, and if you want to find that true happiness within you, then the first thing you should do is find out who you are. Find out what you really want to do in your life. Discover your purpose and work towards fulfilling your purpose. No matter what anyone says, you don't need to rely on anyone else to decide how you feel. You're the only one who can decide how you feel. Let me tell you, it's going to take time, but it's not impossible. There are a few steps that I want you to take. Step 1, let go of all your distractions. Because you've filled your life with these activities of searching elsewhere for happiness. Basically, all your addictions. The first step you need to do is let go of all your addictions. Let go of all the things you've been using to fill that void in you. Now, step 2, you obviously need to replace those things with something else. Replace that with spending time alone with yourself. Take a book and write down everything that you enjoy in life. Write down about the people that you look up to in life? What is it about what they do and how they live that inspires you? Write down all of these things and try and figure out what you really want to do in your life. What is it that you're good at? List out those things that you're good at and start doing those things. Start finding ways in which you could live a life just like the people you look up to. Now it's important here that you don't try to imitate them. You don't try to be just like them, because then again you're pretending. But instead of that, you need to emulate them. You need to use the characteristics that they have that you think you should develop in you, and use those to develop your own passions. And as I said, this will not be possible immediately. It will take time. It will take time to break out of the habits that you've developed. So be patient with it, but make sure you take action every day to spend time alone and to find out your purpose in life. And the third thing, instead of asking people to like you, instead of trying to please them, instead of changing your personality to be accepted by them, learn to be who you truly are and be unapologetic about it. Just be yourself no matter what. Because that's when you will start discovering your true personality. That's when you'll start finding out who you really are. And that's when you'll start enjoying your life. A person who needs nothing from no one is a person who is truly powerful. Someone who is mastered living in solitude and being happy in his own company. And if you want to reach that point, you have to stop pretending to be someone else. You have to stop trying to blend in, and you have to follow your heart. And the way in which you can develop this happiness in you is by choosing happiness, and kindness, no matter how people behave with you, even if people respond negatively to you, even if they respond with anger. As long as you don't respond with those emotions, you will stay protected. You can either choose to walk away, or you can respond with compassion. Because the truth is, these emotions of anger, hate, sadness, vengeance, all of these are just weak emotions, and these emotions are reducing your power. But when you learn to be happy with yourself, when you learn to always respond with happiness, kindness and compassion, when you make responding with love your dominant emotion, then nothing or no one can disturb your inner peace. Because these emotions are so strong that they can transform your environment. Imagine a person who always responds to you with anger or hate. What would happen if you respond in the same way? You will become as weak as he is. But instead, if you choose to walk away, or if you choose to understand him as a weak person, then you protect yourself, and eventually you might even change the other person, because love and happiness overpowers all other emotions. Try and practice this in your life, and you will notice that you get the same emotion back to you in return from the world. When you choose to be kind no matter what, when you choose to be happy no matter what, people will be forced to respond in the same way. They will look at you and say that this person is always happy. This person always talks nicely to me. This person is always kind to me. So I will respond in the same way. At this point, you are never dependent on anyone else for happiness. At this point, you've found that true happiness in you. And when you're living in this state, when you're living your everyday life in this state of not wanting anything from anyone, in the state of being true to yourself, and in the state of searching and pursuing your passion, you will feel fulfilled. I hope at this point you've understood the code that I showed you in the beginning of the video. If you need help on how you can discover your life's purpose, on what habits you can cultivate to discover your passion, then I will be making videos on these topics soon. I hope you found the video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.